Hey, it's Matt Knauss, and today we're talking about DUI Emphasis Patrols. As we come up on holiday weekends or even the holiday season, police get extra funding for officers to go out and just look for people to arrest for DUI. Not everyone knows that roadblocks are unconstitutional in Washington, so the police can't just sit in one place and stop everyone to see if they're under the influence. So instead, what police officers do is they just go out and drive around and they follow cars. They follow cars until they can find a reason to make a traffic stop. Many of the dash cam videos that I see involve an officer driving way too close to the vehicle in front of them until that car goes slightly over the speed limit or touches a lane divider, or maybe they even notice that a license plate light is burned out, and they use the violation as a reason for the traffic stop. And that's even though they have no intention of actually writing a ticket for whatever they made the stop for. Most DUIs follow pretty much the same steps. An officer will ask for your license and registration and insurance, and then they're trained to distract you by asking questions like where you're coming from and how much you've had to drink. They do this while you're looking for your documents to see if you stop looking for them to talk to the officer. It's a trick. Look, if you've had anything to drink, they're almost certainly going to ask you to do field sobriety tests. These tests are voluntary and very subjective, and they're really subject to confirmation bias so that the officer sees what they want to see. I almost always recommend that my clients don't take them, but if you don't, you're probably going to be arrested. Here's the thing. If you've had anything to drink, you're probably going to get arrested anyway. And the choice may be between getting arrested or giving the police a whole bunch of evidence before you get arrested. Less evidence is better. If you do get arrested, many people are taken to the State Patrol's mobile DUI processing unit, which is really just a motorhome with breath machines. Once you're there, you'll get asked if you want to take a breath test, and they'll read some warnings about what happens if you refuse. You should always ask to talk with an attorney. And if you can't reach us, they will get a public defender on the phone for you, but you should always talk with an attorney at that stage. Look, I know that nobody thinks they're going to find themselves in this situation, but that's why it's so important to have this knowledge. If you have any questions about DUIs in Washington, or if you find yourself facing a DUI charge, it's not too late. You know we can help. Just give us a call today.